All right, welcome back to this week's episode where I'm sharing some fun date ideas with you, relevant any time of the year depending on your dating situation, whether it's a first date or whether you're married or whether you've been seeing the same person for years and years. These ideas will suit anyone. Welcome to the Healthy Celiac Show. I'm your host, Belinda Whelan from belindawhelan.com, and here you will learn to live your very best life with celiac disease. So we are going to be talking all about health-related topics because you, my friend, are more than just a woman with celiac disease. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss an episode, and welcome to the show. Now, dating with celiac disease can be stressful, and I've got a very exciting guest coming up soon to talk with us all about this. But for me, I never dated while celiac, if that makes sense. So I was already with my now husband when I was diagnosed with celiac disease. So he actually proposed to me after I was diagnosed. So I've never been through the, stress and the worry of dating someone new and having to share my celiac disease diagnosis with them. So I totally get that that can be a stressful time and that it can make people feel anxious. So if that's you, I want to give you some ideas so that when you do meet someone new and you're going on dates, that food doesn't play the hugest part of your evening. And when you're not ready to talk about celiac disease and gluten-free and bowel movements and all those fun things that we get to talk about, you don't have to do it straight away. You can ease into it. Now, if you're already dating someone and they know about your celiac disease diagnosis, these ideas are still going to be great for you, but it's going to help you go out and have a fun time without having to stress about food. So that's where my angle is with today's episode. So I hope that this helps you and gives you some ideas no matter what your dating journey is. All right, now, just recently, my husband and I took our family away camping. Our son turned 6. And he wanted to go camping for his birthday. He's since told me he wanted a birthday party. So funny how he flipped that up after we went camping. But anyway, so we went camping for his birthday, and at the camping ground or caravan park, trailer park, whatever you want to call it, there was a mini golf section. So we were able to play mini golf, or putt-putt, you might know it as. And my kids got a little bit bored about halfway through, but my husband and I had an absolute ball. We loved it. We had so much fun and we got quite competitive, and our kids wanted to quit and we were like, nah, we're finishing this. And I wish we'd scored because I'm pretty sure it was quite close. My husband may deny that and say that he won, but I'm pretty sure it was quite close. And we had so much fun. And I thought, this is something that we must do, just us two, at some stage. We'll have to go find a mini golf ground and just go and have a hit together because it was hilarious and so much fun. And I think it's one of those activities that you can do and have a bit of a laugh, and there's no food involved, but you can just enjoy yourself, and it's a good chance to chat and muck around and enjoy yourself. So that's an idea you could definitely do. You could go and have a round of mini golf, maybe have a couple of drinks afterwards, whatever floats your boat. But yeah, that was so much fun, and I'm definitely locking that in to do again some stage soon with my husband, and we are going to score it because yeah, I'm going to see who wins. Not that I'm that competitive, which is kind of weird, but I'm okay at mini golf. So he's really sporty and I'm not. So yeah, if you can find something that you can do without having to be sporty, mini golf is usually a pretty simple one to do. Now, if sport is your thing, going to a game is fantastic. So whether you're into baseball or football or I don't know, whatever is your thing, basketball, that's a really easy way to go on a date and not have to worry about food as well. And you can still enjoy yourself. If perhaps it's a new person that you've just met and you don't have much chemistry, at least you're still doing something where you can enjoy yourself and you don't have to talk too much if you feel like, you haven't hit it off that great, or, that person's not really sending fireworks your way, if you know what I mean. So that can be something fun and easy, and again, doesn't revolve around food. Now, if you've been dating for a little while, then you might find an activity that you both enjoy doing. So I know that a lot of places local to me are now offering what's called paint and sip. So you can go and do an art class and enjoy some wine or something along those lines. I think a couple of them do gin as well, so like a gin and tonic, and you paint something. So that could be quite a fun activity depending on if you're into arts and crafts and things like that. There's also pottery classes, things like that, depending on what you're into. So it's about kind of getting out of the normal thinking that dating has to just be about going out for a meal or, you know, going out for coffee. You can do fun activities where you can get to sort of know people quite quickly by the way that they behave as well. So that's a really cool way of looking at it is, you know, they're not putting on their best airs and graces because they're dressed up and you've gone out for a fancy meal or whatever. You're seeing them in their natural self, just playing and being fun. So that's what I love about the ideas of these types of dates as well. Now, depending on your level of sportiness or activities, there's so many adventure type things that you can do. So a huge thing now that I've noticed where we are, so we live in an area that's coastal, so we're right near the beach, but we also live near a winery region. And it's so popular now for people to hire these electric bikes at McLaren Vale and they ride along near us. So we always see people out and about now on these electric bikes. So that could be a fun activity as well, that you hire an electric bike and you go somewhere a little bit touristy, so maybe somewhere that you wouldn't normally go, so that you're experiencing something new and you're getting out in nature, you're having fun, you're breathing in the fresh air. But again, you're not having to stress about food. You're not having to worry about getting gluten or getting sick or having to make a big deal about your food in front of this new person. Now, some people may think the opposite of this and think that, you know, if this person's going to like you, they should know about this straight up. So if that's you, absolutely go out on a date where you enjoy food. But I'm talking to those of you today that don't feel comfortable doing that. So don't feel like I'm saying don't tell people that you've got celiac disease. Absolutely tell people if that's what you feel comfortable with doing straight away. Absolutely. But for those of you that don't feel comfortable with that, this is for you so that you've got some ideas to go out on a date and feel comfortable in your surroundings and feel comfortable in yourself, so that you can get to know this person before you decide whether you want to share that with them and go further. So I hope that gives you a few little bits and pieces, a few little ideas, I should say, not bits and pieces. So it gives you some ideas of what you can do to go on a fun date. Now, obviously there's things like movies and shows and things like that as well. But for me, I feel like it's a little bit harder to get to know someone if you're sitting in an audience and you can't have a conversation. I feel like those types of dates are more if it's a further along in the relationship. So if you've been seeing someone for a little while and you've had a few different experiences with them, then going to a show, going to the movies, the cinema, things like that is a better choice. But I don't really recommend that for a first date. I don't feel like that's the best opportunity to have conversations with people. So something to think of and keep in mind. Now, if you have been with someone for a very long time, like myself, my husband and I think we've been together for 18 years now, which is an eternity for some people, but it's fantastic. And our relationship continues to grow and get better. And, you know, I love him more and more every single day. And I just feel so grateful that I get to spend my life with him. And we do make a point of still going on dates, and he supports me 100%. And we still find the time to just have one-on-one time together. So for us, we do now find that going out for a meal is very enjoyable. So you will get to that point. Know that you'll get to that point where just one-on-one and you being yourself and enjoying food and feeling comfortable in what you're ordering, it comes. It's not something that for everyone is normal straight away, but in time, when you're with the right person and that person that supports you and loves you and wants to be with you, they should be supporting you. They should be looking after you. They should be making sure that you're safe so that you can stay healthy and well. So I hope that this episode inspires you to get out there, live life, find your soulmate, find someone to spend time with, and just enjoy dating in general. So I will talk with you again very, very soon. Take care. Bye. If you enjoyed this episode, head to belindawhelan.com to get yourself a free copy of my exclusive ebook, 11 Mistakes People Make Going Gluten-Free Living with Celiac Disease.